Hello, welcome to U.S. Immigration Updates. The whole world is watching the 2024 U.S. presidential election, which is in November 2024. And there are several Democrats and independent candidates who are willing to take part in the elections. The presidential candidates are bringing up their own immigration policies. In this video, we're going to talk about and understand how immigration policies and reforms will look if Joe Biden wins again. If you are interested in learning more about this topic, stay tuned until the end of this video. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button, the like this video button, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get new updates instantly and directly to your YouTube. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. At first, President Biden tried to use legislation to fix our broken immigration system. He sent Congress his U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021 on his first day of office. Many immigration benefits would be established, such as the biggest legalization program in American history, more chances for legitimate immigration, and compassionate border treatment for migrants. When it failed, he turned his attention to administrative measures. This involved sending migrants here illegally, catching and releasing them at the border, and limiting interior enforcement, all in order to get around the visa system. By broken, it appears that he means that the current immigration laws make it difficult for enough people to get here and put those who do so illegally in danger of being deported. Serious, probably unexpected repercussions have resulted from this, including an unfixable backlog in immigration court cases and a record-breaking rise in unauthorized border crossings. According to border security expert Todd Bensman, the possibility that migrants will be able to enter and remain in the country determines whether or not they are ready to pay large amounts to be smuggled in. And this likelihood has been exceptionally high during the Biden administration. If Biden gets re-elected, this is probably not going to alter. During the Biden administration, Border Patrol has encountered almost 5.6 million illegal border crossers on the southwest border. This is 3 times the number of encounters it had under the Trump administration. Under Biden, there have been about 189,000 contacts every month on average, whereas under the Trump administration, there were 51,000 encounters on average. Furthermore, Biden discharged about 2 million of them into the nation's interior as of the end of March. They are not merely people seeking asylum. In fiscal 2023, the Border Patrol arrested 169 people who were illegal immigrants on terrorism watch lists, up from just 11 in fiscal 2017 through fiscal 2020. Additionally, there are more unauthorized crossings on the northern border. One of the northern Border Patrol sectors has detained more undocumented immigrants from 76 countries in the past 11 months alone than it has in the previous 10 years combined. Additionally, Biden created legal pathways that give people unable to obtain visas an alternative to crossing borders illegally. Over the past 3 years, he has paroled about 3.6 million migrants into the nation through these schemes and border practices. At least 1.2 million of them are still in this country, even though their parole has expired. The legal routes comprise a family reunification parole process for certain nationals of Colombia, Cuba, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, and Honduras, as well as special procedures for paroling up to 30,000 people a month into the nation from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. He also increased the scope of the Trump administration's CBP-1 mobile application initiative. It enables undocumented immigrants to make an appointment to appear for inspection at a specified port of entry. Through this policy, around 250,000 immigrants without visas have been paroled into the country until August 2023. 99.7% of the interviews conducted from January to September 5, 2023, resulted in parole being approved. If Biden is re-elected, I would anticipate that he will continue to use these programs, if not expand them, given the success he has had in replacing the visa system. The fact that an individual is a removable non-citizen, therefore, should not alone be the basis of an enforcement action against them, states DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas in enforcement guidelines. Instead, enforcement actions are directed against those who pose a threat to national security, public safety, and border security, and thus threaten the well-being of America, according to the instructions. Illegal border crossers are encouraged to persist until they succeed, since the guidelines protect them from deportation once they enter the nation. These repeated attempts are becoming typical. There is no way Biden can undo this without inviting accusations that he is going back to the enforcement practices of his predecessor. Both Biden and Trump gave the expulsion of illegal immigrants their top priority. The primary distinction is that whereas Trump does not exempt any deportable migrants, Biden has exempted those who are just deportable for entering the country illegally. By expanding legal routes to the United States and enacting harsh penalties for those who still chose to enter the country illegally, Biden attempted to decrease the number of illegal crossings. Without a relevant exception, immigrants who enter the country illegally rather than via a legal channel will be presumed ineligible for asylum and could face expedited removal procedures. Between April 2023 and June 2023, the number of illegal crossings decreased from 183,921 to 99,538, then increased to 181,059 in August and 218,763 in September. 210,538 was the total for the fiscal year 2023. Not all migrants who wish to come here but are unable to obtain a visa have access to legal routes, and many never will. The number of immigrants brought into the nation by Biden's initiatives is beyond the capacity of the immigration court. The court is required to decide asylum claims and deport immigrants that Biden has allowed to enter the nation, but who cannot prove they are eligible for asylum or have any other justification for being here. The backlog of immigration court cases by the end of 2021 was the highest in history, at 1,596,193. Yet there were 2,794,629 cases in backlog by the end of the fiscal year 2023. Furthermore, there is no improvement in its reduction. In fiscal 2023, the court took on 114,88,110 new cases, but only finished 669,011. In order to hire 150 extra judges, Biden has asked for funds. However, the Congressional Research Service found that it would still take 10 years to clear the backlog, even if the immigration court's current size of 600 judges were doubled to 1,349 justices. And since that computation was done, the circumstances have gotten worse. While running for re-election, Biden may back down from some of these tactics, but if he is successful, most analysts anticipate that he will employ them even more, which might ultimately result in a doubling of the number of unauthorized immigrants in our country. That's all we have for you in this bulletin. I hope you found this video useful. We will continue to keep a close eye on the developments and immigration-related updates, and will publish new videos when there are more updates. The U.S. Immigration Update channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. Thank you for visiting us today, and we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe for more U.S. Immigration Update videos.